Can we keep a dog in the house for the purpose of protection? If a dog enters the house, do we need to wash it for the acceptance of prayers? Well, the dog which is kept just for a friend, as is common in some societies where the dog becomes man's best friend. People make clothing for the dogs, even shoes. People die and they leave all their inheritance to dogs. And they have children and they don't even leave anything for them. I mean, this kind of approach to the dogs is prohibited in Islam. A dog may be kept for protection purposes, a guard dog, or a dog which is used for herding sheep, or a hunting dog. These are the basic types of dogs which may be kept. But the dog is kept in its place. I mean, you don't take the dog to bed with you. He sleeps in the bed along with you, kissing you in the morning when you get up. This whole type of approach to the dog is not acceptable Islamically. As long as he's kept in his place, he has a kennel, a little spot where he stays, then it's not necessary to clean the home or clean him. I mean, the dog, of course, should be cleaned regularly anyway, but it's not a requirement for prayers to be accepted in the home. And one thing to note about dogs is that sometimes, unfortunately, because, Islam teaches us that if a dog licks or drinks from the vessel which we have eaten or which we're drinking from, that we should pour out the contents, let the dog finish eating it, and clean that vessel, 7 times. One of the times we clean it with clean earth. This is the mode for cleaning vessels which have been, which the saliva of the dog has come in contact with. This is specifically for vessels for eating. This is how we clean it. Because there is some harm that the dog possesses which is conveyed to us through this means. Why we use clean earth? Any biochemist can tell you that the vast majority of antibiotics are taken from earth sources, from the earth. People who work for the big chemical labs in Europe, when they go home to different parts of the world, they are asked to gather portions of earth from their different parts and brought back, because this is where antibiotics come from. Penicillin is coming from dust, the dust in the air. So we know that earth, clean earth, has these properties. Now, this is specifically for eating and drinking vessels. It doesn't mean that if a dog licks you, now you have to wash your hands 7 times, one of the times with dirt. No. If he licks your clothing, same thing. No. Actually, if a dog licks you, it doesn't break your state of ablution. If he touches your clothing, it doesn't break your state of ablution. These are not among the things which break the state of ablution. This is a misconception amongst many Muslims. And what it does is it turns Muslims into having this sort of phobia about dogs, If a person comes with a dog, Muslims are running in all the directions, right? Nobody wants to be anywhere near this dog. For a lot of non-Muslims, they really think this is very strange. Muslims have this phobia about dogs, because the people have gone to extremes with regards to them. As I said, it is only in regarding vessels from which we eat and drink.